A bag of shit that gets bigger is just a bigger bag of shit. Still a bag of shit.
Thank you.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, Dorian Yates has joined the chat. He's joined the beef, and he's got his pitchfork out, ready to attack Mike Israetel. He heard, many of you probably already know this, Dorian Yates and Mike Mentzer were good friends back in the day, and he recently found out about the clip of Mike Israetel talking some shit, saying
he's bigger and stronger than Mike Mentzer, and he has a better physique, he's more educated than him, he knows more things than Mike Mentzer.
I first off just want to say, let's be honest, no, Mike Israetel, you are not bigger, you are probably not stronger, and you sure as shit don't have as good as a physique of Mike Mentzer. And based on a lot of your knowledge right now, and clearly your past knowledge based on your thesis, I wouldn't say you're smarter than him, because that thesis was really bad and you've been saying some kind of bullshit stuff recently. So I would very much so question the smarter. Mike Mentzer, he's always been a guy who's like, you need to train hard, whereas Mike Israetel is, no, you got to go 3 reps in reserve, this and that, RIR, which I think is bullshit. So clearly, I think anyway, Mike Mentzer knows a little bit more about training, and especially quite a lot more about getting in frickin' shape. Also on how to get a proper tan and winning bodybuilding competitions. So personally, if I'm going to compete on a show, I'm going to frickin' Mike Mentzer, man. And I want to get jacked, I'm going to Mike Mentzer.
I'm bigger and stronger than Mike Mentzer.
That's it.
Yeah. So all of a sudden, that changes the game. I'm more educated than Mike Mentzer. I know more things than Mike Mentzer.
Okay. I guess I'm Mike's friend. He's not here. So, Dr. Mike, first of all, I hope that you're being like tongue-in-cheek, kind of humorous. Otherwise, I fear either for your eyesight or your mental health. Because obviously, your physique's nowhere near Mike Mentzer, even with all the PEDs that you're taking, that you estimate will take 10 years off your life. Well, maybe you need to ask yourself whether it's worth it, mate, because a bag of shit that gets bigger is just a bigger bag of shit. Still a bag of shit. You know what I mean, mate?
Just want to point out, 10 years off your life? Nah, it's probably more like 30-something, could be more. I would very much so doubt that, let's say Mike would have lived to 90 if he didn't take roids, and now he's only going to live to 80. I kind of doubt that. But big words, big moves from the old Dorian Yates, and he's claiming a bag of shit. If a bag of shit takes roids, it just becomes a bigger bag of shit. And he's absolutely not wrong about that. We all know Mike Israetel's bodybuilding dreams of getting that IFBB Pro card were snatched away from him, not because he didn't have the genetics and he doesn't have the small waist and he wasn't in condition. No. It was because he didn't have a proper tan. Because Mike is smarter than everyone. He's on a raw IQ scale, smarter than almost every coach. Maybe pretty much every coach.
Both on a raw IQ scale smarter than almost every coach, maybe every coach.
And his body responds differently to all this stuff, so he can't work with a coach because he knows more than all the coaches, so yeah, he just can't because he's more intelligent than everyone.
And I know more about physiology, body responses, etc. than they do.
And he has a raw IQ score greater than 160, so what do we know, right? What did Mike Mentzer know, right?
I've taken the Ravens Advanced Progressive Matrices test, and I pegged it scale high, so you have every single question right, and so my IQ is above 160. We don't know how high, because they don't do standardized IQ tests above that.
But real talk, Mike Israetel clearly looks nowhere near as good as Mike Mentzer, and bro couldn't even get in shape for a show. So to say I'm bigger and stronger than Mike Mentzer and I know more things than Mike Mentzer, clearly Mike knew how to get in freaking, and I don't mean Mike Israetel, I mean Mike Mentzer knew how to get in freaking shape, knew what he was doing in the gym. Bro had an amazing physique. Mike Israetel, on the other hand, not that great. Not that great. I would literally argue I am leaner on stage. I am me, a 17-year-old natural bodybuilder, was leaner on stage than Mike Israetel, who's taking a crap ton of PDs and is taking a GLP-1 just so he can stick to the freaking diet he's prescribed himself. Talk about someone who has more willpower than anyone ever, or like has more willpower than you can train harder than you can train closer to failure than you.
Every category of human behavior, I'm tougher than you. I can train closer to failure than you. I can do it for longer. I have more willpower than you. I'm funnier than you.
But he still doesn't. He likes to do his RIR stuff, so... Alright, but let me know what you think of Dorian Yates jumping in the chat. Obviously, he's trying to defend his friend. Him and Mike Mentzer were great friends, and he obviously doesn't like what Mike Israetel's saying. And for Mike Israetel to say that stuff, obviously this stuff has been out for a while. Again, I've been saying this before. I think that's bullshit. And I think everyone knows it's bullshit. Even if you're a Mike Israetel fan, bro. Come on. You seriously think Mike Israetel knows more about training and bodybuilding than Mike Mentzer? Are you kidding me? Just look at the freaking physiques on stage. And you may think, like, I can understand the argument, like, oh, okay, Mike Mentzer obviously just has way better genetics than Mike Israetel. But the one thing that you can that's always in your control is how lean you are. So when I see Mike Israetel competing at like 8-9% body fat versus Mike Mentzer, it's like, really? Do you really know more than this guy then? So that's my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.